Y'all, when we've got 10 people to keep track of, we're just gonna leave it as is here in the lower third. It's fine. I was so confused on the countdown. I'm like, who is in the countdown now? What are we doing here? And then I realized, oh, it was Christian. I normally get annoyed with all these, like, really huge tag team matches, but if I can tolerate who's in the match, then I'm like, okay, this should be good. There's too many factions. See, this is why I have a hard time with these matches, regardless of promotion. It's like, there's too many cooks in the kitchen, I just get confused. It's like, I really gotta pay attention. Can we get the little nameplates, like, on the 2K games? If you're not familiar with my reactions, we usually refer to people on either a first or last name basis. It's rarely both of them, unless if we need to just, like, keep track of everybody, like this match, apparently. Like, we don't have the liberties of looking at the bottom of the screen, like in the 2K games, to keep track of everybody, so we're just gonna try our best and enjoy the match. I've been so impressed with Jungle Boy in 2021. I know that this is coming out in 2022, but you get the idea. I swear FTR just holds down the fort in these matches. I swear they really do. Hey, wait, I thought that was like a bad guy thing where you had all the tag team partners go after the one person. I kind of like this kind of alternating thing that we've got with like FTR and Christian is like the focal points of the match. When did Private Party get all these wins? Where did Matt Hardy come from? Oh no, that was like right in the middle turnbuckle. Again, it's like, it seems like in all these tag team matches that we keep watching, there's always like that one person that gets beaten up for like half the match. I think it's Jungle Boy in this situation that just gets beaten up for half the match. Again, I've never been a trained professional wrestler in any capacity. It's just an observation that I've noticed. I should really do like a content analysis for AEW one week, and we have a kick counter. We need that to happen. We'll take like tally everybody kicks somebody and we're fine. That was a wonderful counter. I don't know what just happened there, but that was a lovely counter that gets a little bit of an applause. Yeah, but we've enjoyed the FTR and Lucha Bros tag team rivalry. Though you could throw those two into a tag match whenever and I'd be totally cool with it. Alright, Luchasaurus, just barrel through everybody. We appreciate your role in this match. Oh my god! Did he just scream like that? Oh, that was a 10 out of 10 right there. Hang on, we're getting the whiteboard out for this one. That scream gets a 10 out of 10 from me. I don't care. I don't know why I found that so funny. I will say this, at least I've been able to keep track of everybody in this match. Thank God. Wait, so did they just miss that camera cut to the freaking dive to the spot? Okay, well, they got that one. Okay, so we're kind of clearing house at this point from my understanding now. But Christian wasn't even in the match that long. I don't understand it, but you know what? I'll take it. FTR got a win for their team. I want to know how the whole situation's going to pan out now, because those are two tag teams that kind of got along for a little bit, but we've got a bit of a wrinkle here. But I mean, I thought this was a serviceable opening match. It didn't feel too long, didn't feel too short. There were no commercials, and we're about 20 minutes into this thing, so I think it did what it needed to accomplish, and we got some interesting little developments, to say the least. Oh, okay, well, I guess they're going right after 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. That explains why they were all going in just right there. Eddie Kingston is truly one of the wrestlers we did not deserve in 2021. Not at all. Oh, come on, leave the referee alone! Hey, come on, they put their hands on the referee. Shouldn't that be an automatic DQ? Come on. This was like such a random start. I don't know what to make of this. What was Tony going on commentary for? He was just like going on about how much he didn't like Cole and then mentioned some sort of legendary tag team that he was facing. I don't know what's going on over there on commentary or how that applies to this match. Why are we biting people? We're in a panini. Let's not be biting people, okay? Alright, it seemed like Eddie Kingston livened up the crowd a little bit. Lovely to see. Okay, but that ending felt so abrupt, though. I'm okay with a roll-up if it makes sense and if it flows, but to me, the roll-up just didn't flow right. I don't know. Something was just off. Wait, what are we doing with the ring bell now? Why are you stalling with this ring bell? What? What kind of a delayed reaction is that? You get like full pyro and everything? I get that it's Chris Jericho and everything, but bro, you could have come in like a minute earlier. Is the full entrance necessary? You were only gone a couple months. Well, that was a terrible ending to the match and a terrible run-in. Where is the logic in this? Like, I know that Jericho is, of course, with Santana and Ortiz with the inner circle situation, but like, again, it seems like they're just picking and choosing when they want to get together. Eddie Kingston is not thrilled about this. Maybe he's onto something. Okay, I think Kingston was just kind of pointing out what we were just talking about. See, this is one of my favorite dudes to react to with Eddie Kingston because he makes sense a lot of times too. Like, why did he stall and wait when they were also stalling and waiting with the bell? Where's the logic in this? Where's the logic in any of this? Alright, we're back with the weekly Wardlow squash match. Okay, but Shawn Spears totally has like the right idea. He's just like in a chair on the ramp, like just chilling. Just getting up to just share the enthusiasm as needed. I don't know why we're taking too long in between power bombs. It could just be maybe he's like just drawing out the punishment, if that makes any sense, which would make sense because he's like supposed to be a bad guy and stuff. I mean, not much more to say. I think the match kind of says it all for itself. They're just building him up, but I think again this is how you accomplish that. Just let him run through people. I'm kind of here for it, to be honest. Y'all, so I was like making this cup of tea during the last segment of this show with Brandy and Dan Lambert or whatever his name is, and just oh god! I almost wanted to react to it just for the facial expressions, because y'all, what kind of a mess was that? But thankfully, we got this matchup here. Ooh, Thunder Rosa's also got some really cool gear. Love the Wolverine kind of inspired gear. Love that. Oh, right out of the gate with a drop kick. Love that for Thunder Rosa. Again, another critique of AEW is in this. This is like the second time I think of the entire night that we've seen this, where we're on the outside like right away in the match. Oh, now we're doing countouts. Now we're doing countouts. I don't think we've had any countouts like the entire rest of the show. I'm still very suspicious about the whole count-out situation or lack therefor, because it's like some matches we get them and some we don't, and it's like I would like for this to be established at some point. Imagine you're like a viewer, like, and you're just tuning in for the first time. You want to know what the rules are, you know, in the match, like any other sport. Maybe people notice these patterns over time too. I don't know. Yeah, I would change my strategy up. Oh, ow. Just like flattened her with the boot. Oh my god, oh my god. Bro, I would have had the match over with at this point. Alright, here we go. We're back from the break. Oh, okay. That looked like that hurt. Okay, so the winner of this matchup is going to be going up against Ruby Soho on the first episode that they have on TBS, which will be on January 5th, so this will probably be out after that, to be honest, given the rate we're going at, but we'll have to find out what happens with that, of course. There you go, see, there you go, get the water going. Hey, ref, stop yelling at him, it's just water. That's what I'm saying, Tony, what was that? But overall, the match was okay. I mean, it wasn't the greatest match that we've watched on AEW, but it wasn't the worst neither, it was right in the middle. Oh, Thunder Rosa's going right back at... What? Why are we going right back at her when she was just knocked out cold? That's how they described it on commentary, not me. Okay, now this is definitely, and I tweeted about this at the time when this happened, but Mercedes Martinez is quite a get for AEW. Because again, you need growth in that women's division, and especially people that know what the poop they're doing. So that way they can help, you know, some of the younger talent and all that stuff. But she's quite an excellent addition to the AEW roster. Yeah, we'll have to see where all this is going, but we've got some seeds planted. I'm excited to see what happens. Okay, but can we appreciate how cool the Tron was that we just had for them? I love that for them. Where are these rankings at? Where are the rankings at? Cole's number 2? So that would put him up against Cody then, would that not? For the time being anyway, because Danielson's probably won because he's number 1 contender. Yeah, let's put all the attention on Cole when it's really Kyle's debut. That sounds about right. That sounds about right with the camera angles, come on. Oh yeah, they also acknowledged all the history and stuff and the trust issues in a segment like an hour before this match took place. So that was lovely. We love some continuity, so good on you, Cole, good on you, Kyle. Why are we bringing up the fact that this is the best friends in Orange Cassidy's first trios match in 8 months? I don't know how that's relevant to this situation here. See, people were giving WWE for the "but can they coexist" trope, as we've made fun of several times here on this channel, but AEW started to introduce that now. At least this one's with good enough reason, though. Alright, Kyle, just kick everybody. Sincerely, all of us. That was certainly something. I mean, maybe they were listening to me like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have a bunch of kicking involved. This is the kicking match. Kicking, I want to do some kicking. In what universe do front jean pockets have deep pockets like that? Although, to be fair, I don't recall the last time I wore a pair of jeans, and they don't even give us, like, actual pockets on women's pants, like, whatsoever. What's going on in this match? It's, like, all falling apart all of a sudden, but, like, basically the referee was, like, not even doing anything to hold the best friends back just now when Bobby was trying to get into the match, and the referee was all like, "Oh, no, you don't!" Sir, where's your consistency at? Yeah, let's have this be all about Cole. Kyle's debut is all about Cole. We're still very on the sus list with you, Cole. We've only been reacting to this situation for how long? We've only been reacting to this whole situation for roughly 10 to 11 months. Did they ever explain why Cole joined back with the Bucks? Because didn't they, like, betray him and stuff before he went to NXT? We were doing our homework on this a little bit, okay? Okay, I don't think I've ever seen Kyle just go randomly flying like that, unless if I've missed something, which is always subject to happen, of course. What do any of those dudes have to do with Kyle O'Reilly? Like, he just got here. They're like going on about the pillars again, and I'm just like, dude, he just got here. It's gonna take some time for everybody to get settled in a little bit. Okay, well, that's one way to get out of the corner. Just flatten somebody. That certainly adds up. Okay, Cole's staying out of this a little bit more. Good. What the poop did we just see? Okay, well, that double team right there deserves a little bit of an applause. That was creative. That was a very creative counter into a double team. Well, hey, I mean, at least the best friends in Orange Cassidy are away from the family front office mess that we had to watch for God knows how long over on Rampage. I consider this an upgrade for them. Again, how come we had, like, a count-out situation in the women's match, but, like, literally no other matches had the count-out? Who's legal in this match? I think Cole was, right? Okay, Orange and Cole are the legal people in this match. Okay. I was getting confused for a second because everybody just started flying everywhere. There's no countouts in AEW except for apparently it's like a one match per show stipulation. I don't know. What is happening? I'm so confused. Okay, but that's smart though. At least he actually dragged Cole over the corner and like tagged him in that way. Or tagged himself in there that way. Ah yes, the face-off that we've been wanting for quite some time. Kyle O'Reilly and Orange Cassidy. This goes back several months, people. This goes back several months. Okay, but at least Bobby's trying to help out. Okay, why are we hugging in the middle of a match? Shouldn't y'all be focused on, like, ending this thing? What is this idiot doing out here? Shouldn't that spray be like a disqualification? Because, I don't know, that's a foreign object in the match. Why are the Bucks out here? Why are all these freaking dudes out here? They don't need the help. They got this. What was all that interference at the end necessary? I don't know. Oh, but at least Kyle got the pin at the end. That's what I'm saying, Excalibur. All this mess is telling a bigger story. Because Cole is right there, like, with his dudes, Cutler and the Bucks. Cole and company on the outside of the ring. Gotta have that distrust there. At least Kyle and Bobby are on the same page. Let those two do their own thing. They'd be a wonderful asset to the tag team division, and on their own, too. I'm ready to see how all this unfolds. I genuinely do wonder how they're going to explain all this, though, because it kind of seemed like they didn't want the Bucks to interfere in this mess. This main event I thought was a serviceable main event. The crowd seemed really into it. I thought this was a good match, of course, to kind of introduce Kyle O'Reilly into the realm of things on AEW as well. And we had a good number of plot points, to say the least, and little developments and nuances and that sort of thing. So we're going to have to see how they explain everything coming up this week, hopefully, on Dynamite. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Dynamite as they make the switch over to TBS, but again, we're not going to be focused on that. But just looking at this match as a main event, I thought it was a fun main event. Can't complain one bit. I was just confused for half of it, probably, or at least that's what I probably sound like. Overall thoughts? Of the 3 episodes that we have reacted to, kind of back to back to back, I would say the first episode, the Winter is Coming show, was probably like the best of the 3, but I quite enjoyed each show for what they were. The middle sections kind of need to be ironed out a little bit more, and kind of just the general order of things, but there were some good parts to each of these shows. In this episode, I would definitely recommend watching the opening match and the main event, just because a lot of seeds were planted in both of those matches that I thought was quite lovely. The trios match with Kingston and Santana and Ortiz versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, that was just like a weird ending. Like, if it wasn't for the ending, I'd be a little bit more on board with the match, but the ending and the aftermath was just what happened here. If I'm, like, missing crap, just call me out on it and send me the links to anything, because, we like to watch all kinds of stuff around here in this household. So, yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed these AEW reactions. We haven't done an AEW react in a little while, but I figured, you know what? It's the holiday season and I'm on winter break, and we've had a lot of plot developments throughout the threads of our reaction videos that have transcended upon different promotions now, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense. So, on that note, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button, also hit the bell button so you get notifications around here, and also make sure to check out all the links down in the description down below to all my social media and to the podcast as well. So, on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all around later. Bye, everyone.